Hey, welcome back to another week of Max Potential Money. I am doing something totally different this week than I've ever done before. I'm going to take you behind the scenes of how I created the Money Blocks profile, because the topic of our episode today is which of these three money blocks is limiting your income potential. Yeah, I want to dive in right away. I'm going to share my screen. So if you are listening on the podcast, you might want to head on over to YouTube and watch this on YouTube, because I'm going to be sharing my screen and showing you behind the scenes stuff. You can listen to it and get something out of it, absolutely. But definitely, if you are visual and want to kind of see what's going on behind the scenes, head on over to YouTube and check out this week's episode. So you all know that I've been really pursuing helping people up-level their money. And because I was on food stamps and have built a 6-figure business and I'm building to 7 figures, and one of my quests is to just expand as massively as I can in terms of my impact for you and my income. And it's a fun money-making game for me. And something I've discovered over the last 2 full years of business building, 2021 is my 3rd year of business building, I have learned a lot about what stops people from being successful. And one of those things is their money blocks. And I feel like I'm having this moment where all of the puzzle pieces are coming together of all the things I've experienced in my life, the things I've learned during grad school, the things I've learned through my clients, the things I've read, the downfalls I've had. Dr. John DeMartini always says that our voids create our values. And I absolutely agree with that. And one of my voids in my history has been money making. And a lot of it was because I was so stuck and didn't know how to, this is funny, I have something popping up on the background right now, because I'm about to share my screen with you. But I just didn't know the money world, and I didn't understand what to do, and that you could learn those skills. And once I learned that, and that money making and wealth building could be my highest value, I shifted everything. I started to read everything I could and focus on wealth building, and it really changed my reality. And so it's been a huge focus for me in the work that I do. Obviously, you know that I rebranded my whole company to NFA Money instead of NFA Coaching. Part of that is because I do consulting, training, facilitating, and coaching. And I do more than just coaching. And I do business consulting now, where I help entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants. I help you to up-level your money game by unblocking your competing commitments and your money-based competing commitments, which I call money blocks. So real quick before I share my screen, you know, if you've been listening to me or watching me for a while, you've heard me talk about competing commitments a lot. And money-based competing commitments are money blocks. And my definition of money blocks is unconscious and conflicting thoughts and feelings about money that prevent you from creating your desired level of financial success. How do you know if you have a money block? So if you have a money block, you're going to know because you're going to feel anxious, worried, or stressed about money. You're going to notice that you're making money, but you can't seem to break through to the next level. So you have this money set point that you tend to sabotage once you get to. It could be in things like accidents happen. You end up, your car breaks down, or you hire somebody who steals money from you, or you get divorced. And I mean, I could go on and on, but it could be that you break through, you're like, oh my God, I finally broke through the invisible ceiling and I made the money I wanted to make. And then you sabotage. And that's a money block. Could be that you're feeling burnt out from offering so much value and not getting paid enough. This is one of the number one things I see in entrepreneurs, especially heart-centered, service-based entrepreneurs who are doing what they love in the world. They tend to over-deliver and undervalue themselves, so they undercharge. They burn out because they're doing too much for too little income return. So they have a low ROI. Or you don't have the amount of money you want in the bank. So the best indicators are you don't have the amount of money you want in the bank, or you don't feel good about the way that you make money. So it doesn't matter the level of money that you have. Money blocks show up as you feeling bad about the amount of money you have and not being able to get where you want to go and feel good about it. So it's such an important topic because you've heard me say a lot of times your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So if you don't like what you're getting on the outside, you've got to start looking within. And money is a tangible form and representation of what's going on within. The way you feel about money is a tangible expression of your inner world. So that's why I'm so into this money blocks profile that I've created just for you to discover what your top money block is. Through all the work I've done working with entrepreneurs and researching with myself, I've come to learn that there are 3 generalizable kind of universal money blocks, and that all of the thoughts and fears and belief systems we have behind those 3 are very common. And so in the money blocks profile, you'll take a less than 5-minute quiz and you'll figure out your top one, and then it'll take you to a money blocks masterclass. So let me show you some of the behind the scenes stuff. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm recording today on Zoom so that you can see these things. So okay. So let's first look at the money blocks profile, just the page. So I use a program called Bucket.io. Ryan Levesque is the founder of Bucket.io. Let's see if I can get this in a good spot. And he's the creator of Bucket.io, and it's this really cool quiz-based system. So I created everything in here, and what happens is you'll come to this page, and it says find out your money blocks profile, and then you'll click on it, and the quiz will start. And so you'll answer, I think it's 11 questions, and then it'll take you to your unique outcomes. So the 3 types of money blocks are money is bad, money is scarce, and money causes stress. And so these are what you're going to learn about when you take the quiz. You'll figure out like, oh, which one is my money blocks profile? And then it will take you to what I've built in Kajabi. So you've heard me talk in another episode about how I use Kajabi to build my business. I build everything there. So one thing when I was learning about business, I learned about Kajabi from Brendan Burchard. When I graduated with my degree, my gift to myself was to go to a Burchard training and learn about marketing. And at that event, he taught me a lot, and it was so valuable. And he talked about Kajabi, and this was like back when Kajabi was pretty small, because it was 2018 is when I graduated, and hadn't started my business yet. And I was looking for a platform to use. And before that I was using WordPress, and I was getting way too perfectionist, and I was like, oh wow, I'm becoming like a web designer, and that is not what I want to be doing. Kajabi is really easy to use. I build all my funnels there. So this money blocks profile will then take you to what I've built on Kajabi. So you'll go through the questions, and then it takes you to a Kajabi landing page, which is here. So let's say that the money is bad block is what you come up with. You're going to be taken to this funnel that I created in Kajabi. So, and in combination with Canva. So I'm giving you some cool tools today. So Bucket.io, awesome. Kajabi, if you want to use Kajabi, go to the episode I talk about it in, because there's a link there where you'll get a free trial. They were doing a 30-day free trial. Now you can get a 14-day free trial. I'll put that link in this episode notes so that if you want to use Kajabi and test it out, you can. If you go through my link, I'm definitely an affiliate of them. I refer people to them all the time because they're amazing. But I want you to get that free trial. So click on that link. This is Kajabi. So it'll take you to this funnel, right? So what happens is you do the quiz. I don't have the back room up here for this, but the quiz will take you to Kajabi. You'll come to this page, and it looks, oh no, not that page. This is interesting to do live time. You'll come to this page where it looks like this live time. So then you plug in your name, your email, your phone number, and you'll get your results. And in that results report, I created this on Canva. So if you haven't heard of Canva or haven't used it, it's awesome. I build everything on Canva. So I built the reports all here in Canva, and you can see how fun these are. You get an 8-page report. It says, congratulations, and then takes you to your results, and then gives you a download of what it means and gives you steps to overcome this specific money block, and then invites you to watch the money blocks masterclass, which then takes you to, of course, a consult with me where you can do a moneymaker consult and learn, dive deeper into your money block. And then we can, strategize the next steps for you in your business. Of course, this is, as it's interesting here because it's like, I want you to work with me, and I'm also teaching you the background of how to build your business. And so in building your business, you want to be thinking about funnels like this. You want to be thinking, how can I lead people into my business by giving them really incredible value so that when they come to work with me, they feel like they already know me, they know how I operate, they know how I think, and they're like, oh my God, I want to work with you because you create such amazing value and I'm learning from you and you're developing your expert platform. So that's what this is about. And this is about helping people with their money blocks. And these are all the moving parts of what I create to get you there. So, I'm giving you a combination of kind of business teaching about how to create a funnel while also teaching you about money blocks and the top 3 that could be limiting your income potential. So far we've got Bucket.io. That's where the quiz is created. And that leads you to my Kajabi funnel, which then has you download a report that I created in Canva. So those are tools that are going to be really helpful for you in your business. The Canva you can get for free. Kajabi is definitely a paid for platform. You can get a 14-day trial, and Bucket.io is also a paid for platform. There's a lot of different quiz builders you can use. You don't have to use Bucket.io, and you don't have to use Kajabi either. There's you could use Wix, or what else is there? Is it Square? I'm going to forget the names of them because I don't use them, but there's a lot of great resources. You could use WordPress. A lot of people use WordPress, and then you just buy plugins to help you do these funnels. ClickFunnels is another option. So I'm going to give you a lot of options for how you could build your business. But overall, let's then talk just really briefly about the quiz itself and what you're going to learn in terms of money is bad, money is scarce, and money causes stress. These 3 blocks are what are preventing you from getting to the level you want to get to. So obviously, if you have a money is scarce, money is bad mentality, it's you thinking that money is the root of all evil. It's not great to be spiritual. It's not spiritual to have a lot of money. So it's not great to be spiritual. Of course, it's great to be spiritual. It's not spiritual to have a lot of money. You worry that if you have a lot of money, other people will suffer. You worry, those are the kinds of things that come up when you think money is bad. And it doesn't matter the amount of money you have, you end up pushing money, repelling it away from you because you don't want to become what you fear or hate or think is bad. And so you sabotage yourself from your fullest income potential. And this is just really brief. Take the profile and you'll learn a lot more. Money is scarce is this idea that there's never, ever enough. So people who have the money is scarce block tend to always worry about money and think that there's never going to be enough. So they are scared to invest in their business. They're not very generous. They calculate all the time, and they're like, it's this deficit-based thinking where, oh no, I can't have a both and world where I can be wealthy and have a great relationship, or I can spend time working on my business and take care of my kids. Like it's either or thinking, black and white scarcity thinking. And so that obviously is going to cause you might make a lot of money because often the money is scarce. People tend to want to stack up as much as they can, and they can have big savings, but they get scared to spend it and they don't feel very good while they're making their money. They're the people that tend to get into a serious burnout cycle. Money causes stress. People tend to think that you've got to work really hard to make money, that it is something that like this would be where you have a fear of success, where you go, what if I make a lot of money and it causes more stress? What if I make a lot of money and I have to work 10 times as hard and I'm already working hard? So money causes stress. People tend to think that money is hard to make, and or these people tend to avoid talking and thinking about money because it causes some sort of stress. So it might be, you could be a person that gets confused around money, or you think you're confused about how to make money, or you don't want to learn how to invest because it's confusing, or you go, oh, I fight with my partner when I talk about money, so we're just going to avoid that conversation altogether. This is a money causes stress. So in money causes stress, it's avoidance, confusion, and overwhelm about money. And so in the Money Blocks profile, I give you tips on how to overcome all of these. You might have all three. Don't worry, that's okay. I definitely have had all three of these, and then I vacillate between them. And then every time I break through to a new level, a new one comes up. So you want to know all three, which is why you want to watch the masterclass after you take the Money Blocks profile, because it's going to teach you about all three of them. And it's an ongoing journey. Money blocks are an ongoing journey. You never heal or fix or eliminate all of them. You become aware of them so that when you face them at a new level, you can then move through them more quickly. So that is what I'm going to say for now, because I want to intrigue you to take the Money Blocks profile. So it's moneyblocksprofile.com, moneyblocksprofile.com. And if you know of anyone who you think this would benefit, send this to them. Please, please, please. I want this to impact the world big time. I have a huge vision for millions of people to take the Money Blocks profile. I will be writing a Money Blocks book. And this is something that I really am invested in my heart and in my soul, to help people up-level their money-making game, because I know what it's like to be stuck and struggling and scared and victim-minded and freaked out about money, and it's not fun. Or to think that money is bad, and to judge wealthy people, and then really at the same time wish I had their life and what they have. And money causes stress. I've definitely overworked in my life and thought, like, you got to work really hard to make your money, and not been able to relax. The money is scarce, being generous and being afraid. I mean, I've had all of these. So you are not alone. And the people I work with have too. I built these out of money, my clients doing money stories and writing down their money stories, and me doing analysis of, like, what are the common blocks that people have. And, this is where I really appreciate my sociology background and my research background, because in grad school, when you're writing a dissertation, you're analyzing a whole bunch of data and looking for patterns and then writing about it. And so that's I get to bring, when I say the puzzle pieces came together, it's like all of these pieces that I've learned across my life course are coming together in the Money Blocks profile. So it's a really cool assessment tool, and I can't wait to hear from you. I want you to take a screenshot of what you get as your outcome, and I want, whatever your profile is, share it on social media, tag me at NFA Money. I am on Instagram. That'd probably be the most fun place to do it there. You could do it on LinkedIn. You could DM me. I have a new NFA Money Facebook page. So there's all kinds of cool stuff there. I would love to hear from you and have you share with me what's going on, and blast this out, and then share it with people that you know who it could benefit. And of course, subscribe on YouTube and leave a review on iTunes to help us reach more people. I love bringing you value every week. And you know that one of my goals is to impact a minimum of 5 million people through NFA Money. So I need your help to do that. So thank you for being here. I hope you have an incredible, fantastic money-making week. NFA money-making high fives your way. I'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to or watching this episode, and for being a part of the NFA family. You are why I do what I do. If you're liking what you're learning here on Max Potential Money, you will definitely want to go to www.nfamasterclass.com to learn about the #1 deadly money mistake all entrepreneurs make. Again, that's www.nfamasterclass.com. Until next time, remember to be NFA today.